Cancer, how you doing? Welcome to your daily. No, it's not your daily. It's your weekly. Your weekly Astroflower reading going from the 29th to the 5th of May. There's a lot of stuff going on in the energy world, which we've seen on Cymatic TV. Um, a lot of changes that are happening, and has to do with the spiritual awakening. And it's a tough week for a lot of people. It's putting into action was last week, and this week here seems to be nurturing those actions, that awakening, the spiritual awakening in accordance to the world around us. And it's not always easy. Life is never easy. If it was always easy, I guarantee you it would be very boring. It would become incredibly boring. So there is certain challenges that we're all facing at this present time on an individual level. And if we face them on an individual level, collectively, we can face the challenges together. So that's the overall tone of what seems to be coming through the readings this week. We're going to do your reading here. So thank you very much for being here. Hope you have a lovely reading. Overall energies here. Karmic message on your relationship side. Karmic message on your financial side. Sorry. Influence from the universe. Influence from past self. Influence from future self. And the general sort of outcome. Okay. Let's just go on and see what's going on for you. Wheel of Fortune. Water sign seems to be coming out the best out of all of these, it seems like. This is where the overall energies are bringing in for you. So, and I've noticed this, it's as if like the overall energy is really encouraging you to nurture this change or this action that you've put in place. And it doesn't necessarily mean a victory. That's not what I get here. It's more of a case of there's a multitude of things going on for you that is making life a lot easier for you to progress and a lot easier for you to sort of like sort the chaff from the wheat as you go forward. And here I think is you're feeling an upturn, an uptick in success within the physical world. And this is how you use that Wheel of Fortune to build up that energy in order then to go after what you so desire in your life. And this is where the overall energies around you, in your immediate energies around you, not necessarily in the world, as it were, this is what you can use. You can use those energies in order to sort of like a trampoline to sort of make some really big leaps and bounds forward. On your relationship side, on your karmic path, there's work to be done, obviously. Well, I say that because it's got the Eight of Pentacles, and that's why it's obvious that it's concentrating on the finer details. It's concentrating on the little things and how the little things connect to one another. If you ever grow a garden, concentrating on snails and slugs. I know they're very small things, but they can change your harvest enormously. And it's that sort of thing. It's you're doing the little work, the little things correctly, and then if you do the little things correctly, the big things will come into place. And it's in your karmic message, this here, in order to use that Wheel of Fortune in a good way, is to sort of just keep your eyes focused on the goal of actually getting the best out of life. And if you do start doing that, this is where the universe brings in I would like to say a dreamy outcome for you, but it's more than that. It's almost like, and I say this quite a lot. It's almost like converting the impossible into the possible, and it's through those small increments that you're doing in order to get the results. It's allowing you to actually see the bigger picture in a way by sort of kind of going, wow, if I concentrate on these, I'm going to get the good results. This is making now the ultimate relationship or the ultimate relationships in regards to family, friends, and community much more feasible and possible. From your past to your future, you've got the Devil card here. I think what you've learned here to concentrate on the finer details here is because maybe in the past you've had a situation which is a little bit obsessive, a little bit nocive, a little bit detrimental in the way of relationships. And I think it's because You've allowed things to just happen without concentrating on the smaller details. Now you're concentrating on the smaller details. You're avoiding that past thing, and you're using all your lessons in the past, so this dreamy future can actually become possible. So I would be very attentive to triggers from past that come up within you, kind of going, oh yeah, I've already been down this road once. I don't particularly want to go down it again. And I just notice the little things to stop me. And it's like really, really beautiful, healthy boundaries. And once you start doing that, that's where you've come through that difficulty, and you will be heading towards ultimate happiness, basically. And that is that shining cup at the end of that 10 of cups there that's happening for you in your future self. You're heading towards that happiness. And I think you are creating it in cahoots with the energy that is around you, in connection with the energies that are around you. Overall outcome, you get the 5 of Wands. You can be very feisty, Cancer. There is no doubt about it. I wouldn't pick a fight with a Cancer. I definitely wouldn't pick a fight with a Cancer. You've got those pinchers from the crab, you know what I mean, which tends to sort of takes one thing, takes another thing, and kind of goes, right, that's exactly the bit I want. And it can be very precise in your engagement. But I'm not sure that is the main overflow of this. Is what you're doing here is I feel this is more of an inner fight than an external one. And this is a fight for you not to go back to your old ways. So you can actually head towards that. And I think this week here, the overall outcome of this, smaller details, is helping you to confront that conflict within you so you don't get duped again. We won't get fooled again. That's a Who song, by the way. Yeah. I think you're being the best. I think you're learning, because the 5 is a transitional card. It's about learning as well. 7 is a revelation. Oh no, it's an 8 of Pentacles. Sorry, not the 7. Yeah, but 5 is a transitional thing, and I think you're learning to be the best example of yourself, according to you and what you believe or what you know to be your best example. On your financial side, on your karmic path here, you've got the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess, she knows the steps she needs to take mentally, energetically, and playing on those hidden energies in order to project them forward. And this ties in a little bit to that when I was sort of saying, using that Wheel of Fortune energy around you to really propel you into the future. And I think this is on your karmic path here. I think you've got to start thinking big or bigger than what you have been. And this is where you can use your intuition to really grasp some beautiful goals and opportunities that are going forth in front of you. You've got to investigate all the hidden sides of energy. This is what I'm saying, using those hidden sides of energies that are in order to propel you forward. And the universe is bringing you that. Look, you've got the Moon card from the universe, but look at this is the Moon card, sorry, but look at the amount of moons that you've got on the High Priestess. This is where you can use all the different phases of the moon, of how you tease out the information out of the universe in order to tie it in with what you so desire in life. And that's when you can really start applying it in a really beautiful way, a very, very constructive way for you. From the past, you get the 5 of Swords. Ties a little bit in with the Devil card there. I think what's bringing it to the surface here with that Wheel of Fortune is helping you to realize, and I think you've been through this transition already, is not get involved in things that no point winning. You could win it. And as I say, I wouldn't want to pick a fight with a Cancer, but you could win it without a shadow of a doubt. But is it worth it? What do you really gain out of it? Or is it just slowing you down on your path? And I think you've been through that, and I think you should bring that understanding into your here and now in your future. You get the Page of Wands. out the top. Now this runs beautifully through here from this Page of Cups right through to the Eight of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. Now it comes out in your future self, in your financial self. And this is where you could be organizing your financial self in order to have the happy relationship side. And this is where you're learning how to apply your passions in the world and not get involved in conflicts that doesn't really help you, but you're using those passions in a very discreet way, I think, more than anything else. You know, working your way forward without putting yourself out there so you get blown away by the world around you. And this is where you're learning, going future. You're setting this up to learn in the going future how to apply your passions to think a bit bigger, as it were, to apply them to get the big results for you. And then you get the Queen of Swords out the top. I think this is the direction. I think it's becoming very clear for you through this intuition and on the High Priestess and that hidden energy that's coming through from the universe, which is helping you to see things that are hidden, gives you that direction. And the outcome of it is you taking a direction where you're not emotionally involved, as it were, or you're not getting caught in the emotional conflict of it all. And that's helping you to take that direction going forward. And that's really driving off that Wheel of Fortune. And out the top of it is going to provide a lot of new passions for you and a lot of explorations into your passions. So let's just see what's going on with the Light Seers card. Let's just do a bit of clarification on that. Thank you very much for being here. Really do appreciate any support you give to this channel, to YouTube. Really much beautiful to see and hear that you're there, commenting, liking, sharing, multitudes of ways in which you can really show your support on this channel. That'd be absolutely brilliant. And also, it'd be lovely to see you on Cymatic TV. You know, we're gradually building things in the background on Cymatic TV. It will be a lot more active in the going future, but we're gradually building things towards that. And it'd be lovely to see your support over there. So let's just get on with the Light Seers card. Yeah, you change your fortunes. You're coming in from the cold, and I think you're coming in from the cold. I don't think it's someone who is bringing you in from the cold. I think you're doing it, and I think it's going to make you feel a lot more empowered going towards the future, because you are doing it, and no one else is doing it. You are doing it. Managed to get that. Justice. With this, I think you're going to get your just desserts if you do concentrate on the finer detail. This is where you're going to get your just desserts. And what is your just desserts? That happiness after difficulty. I think you're going through a learning curve this week. I think it's a smallish learning curve according to your past, not to get duped, not to get fooled again. It will bring harmony and stability within your life and a much more appreciative situation within regards to relationships, appreciative of other people and other people being appreciative of you. Wow, look at that. The impossible becomes possible, as I said with the Page of Cups, and that is the impossible. It is getting revealed to you by the universe on your relationship side because you're putting in that work, concentrating on the finer details. I think that's what really plays beautifully for you. And learning from your past in order to apply it in your future is going to be very beneficial to you. With the Devil cards, you know, the Devil as a character, it's like Pinocchio when he goes onto the island and they all drink the beer, the kids drink the beer and smoke the cigars and they play pool and everything like that, and they end up as donkeys. You know, it's very vibrant. And I think this is one thing you should be very attentive to learn about. Not allowing your enthusiasm for life, which you do have in this week, only in this week. In the future, you can allow your enthusiasm to really drive your future. But at the moment, don't allow your enthusiasm to entrap you in situations, and learn from the idea that not all glitters is gold. So things that are being offered to you may not necessarily be the ultimate thing, and it may be more of a distraction from the truth than really is giving you the whole truth. Six of Swords. to the Ten of Cups. And that is what you're working on. That harmony, as I was saying, it's taking you to calmer shores. And I think you're doing that. You're the person in this boat here, taking yourself to calmer shores. And I think it's going to make you incredibly happy, because I think it's going to empower you, because you've put in the work. You've done it. No one else has done this for you. You have done this. With the Five of Wands, you get the Temperance. Be patient with yourself. As I said, I think it's more of an inner conflict that's going on, that you're coming to terms with, more than anything else, learning from and learning to be the best example of yourself. And to do that, you're going to get things wrong. We all get things wrong. You know, you're not the only one. We all get them wrong. And that's really the only way we learn. Once we get it right, we know we've learned. We're not learning anything at that moment there, because we're getting it right. And this is where you're going down that. So I would be very, very gentle with yourself more than anything else. Be gentle with yourself, Cancer, you know, as you go forward in this discovery of life, in regards to your relationships. But it's really, the conviction of your actions are really, this is what's playing out this week for you. Look at this. This is very interesting. With the High Priestess, you get the Hierophant. This is a divine counterpart on a magical and spiritual level. This could be now using that intuition, using that energy, playing off the unseen energies, and using that intuition that you have within you. It is in your karmic path to take a divine connection with someone else, or with the world around you, or with a business idea, even if the idea is the other half of the deal. Whatever it is, you're learning. She knows the spiritual steps, or the intuitive steps, the energy steps, and the Hierophant knows the actual physical steps to get to that star, to get to the rewards. And this is where you're sort of learning how to apply your intuition into the physical world. That's what it seems to be in this week here. This is on your karmic path to actually apply this in your week. And yeah, with this unforeseen energy, I think you're going to be surprised at how good you are. Not that you're not good at the moment, but I think you're going to be surprised of how good you are at the results of all of this. And it's also, you're going to be surprised of, I think it's going to be like a surprised someone with good qualities are coming into your life, which allows you to have that divine counterpart scenario going on. And this is where you work really, really well. And I think it becomes blatantly obvious to you where you should be going and what you should be doing. And then you're saying, whilst you're doing this, you're saying goodbye to conflictual paths in the past, which you could be very passionate about a conflict, but you could also be passionate about creation. And I think this is what is happening. Yeah, this is converting this 10 of Swords, this past, turning into happiness after difficulty, that 10 of Cups, which is on the other side. And it's using that Wheel of Fortune where you're progressing and creating a scenario where you're coming in out of the cold, coming away from being that conflictual person within inside you, and working towards very much more sort of a path that it's so obvious for you to be in. Therefore, you will avoid any conflict in the future, because you're on your path. You won't have time for it. With the Page of Wands, you get the Seven of Wands. I think playing in the future, as you come out of this, and once you start taking this pathway, playing with your passions in life is going to make you feel a lot more confident. I think this comes from the idea that you are actually sort of creating the scenario where you're pulling yourself out the cold and using it to turn it to your advantage, to your Wheel of Fortune. And this creates a lot of confidence within yourself, and it gives you that confidence to play with those passions, those emotions in life. No doubt about it. Really, really full on, I think. It's going from sleepy country lanes to motorway to really going forward very quickly to your general outcome. And you get the Judgment. Now, did you get Judgment now? Sorry, I'm just checking. No, you got Justice down there as well. But the Queen of Swords is a sort of, the Queen and King, they judge things. And the Queen judges things in a way of taking a direction, judgment through emotion stability. And I think this is where you're responding to your calling here, and you're really taking a path that is basically an ascension moment for you. You are creating that, and that ties into that. It's absolutely phenomenal where you can be and where you can go to in this going future. It's just for you to follow it. And I think it's recognizing that karmic path that you should be going down will bring you the rewards and will bring you the results, the good results. There you go, Cancer. Thank you very much for being with us. Really do appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate all the support you give to this channel. Hope you get the best out of these readings. Hope it helps you to sort of confront life in a very positive way. Yeah, I will either see you over on Cymatic TV, our channel all about energy, or I'll see you here for the monthly readings, which will be coming out next week. And we're going to do them in a different way. So it's going to be very interesting to see the monthly readings this month here for the month of May. I'm going to enjoy myself, I know that. I'll either see you here or over there, whichever way I see you. It'd be lovely to see you again. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.